can get takeout food right into the restroom, do a lot of good hand hygiene, use a wipe on that gasoline pump, and you can control that environment. But if you're traveling by air or bus or train, you're subject to what everybody else around you is doing. They may not be masked. They're getting awfully close. So
You don't want to
travel by
test
car
because you don't want
if
to
you
find
must
out if you're
travel.
positive because you don't
And
want to
Professor,
die. You
we
know what I
know
mean?
that get-togethers, even
Because
small ones,
according to
can
Jennifer
spread the virus. In
people
New Jersey alone,
die.
5 coronavirus outbreaks were linked to Halloween parties. The new CDC guidelines for small gatherings include requiring everyone to wear a mask, even outdoors, avoiding direct contact, including handshakes and hugs, keeping music levels down to avoid people singing or trying to shout over
Watch that
noise, avoiding
green thing
potluck
right
snack
there.
gatherings, and having one person serve all the food so multiple people are not
You
handling
mind?
the serving utensils. Is there
I
anything
don't
else you can
mind
think
because
of
I
to
have
add to the
to
list?
go take her
Come
out.
on, stay apart if you can, wear that mask, and enjoy Thanksgiving even though it's a COVID Thanksgiving, Jake.
All right, Dr. William Schaffner, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Our coverage on CNN continues right now. We'll see you tomorrow.
What coverage is that?
Other prominent Republicans are now finally saying that President-elect Joe Biden should begin receiving presidential daily intelligence briefings. At the same time, sources are telling CNN that President Trump's eldest children are actually split on his path forward. Meanwhile, an official with the Biden team tells CNN the transition is, quote, moving full speed ahead and nothing will change that. We're also following breaking pandemic news. The U.S. coronavirus death toll now topping 242,000 people, and more than 10.5 million Americans have been infected. Yesterday alone, the country saw a record 144,000 new cases, and hospitalizations also now have hit an all-time high of more than 65,000 Americans are in the hospital right now because of the virus. Let's begin over at the White House right now.
That's conversations how they go nowadays.
Alright.
And then it doesn't go anywhere. It's like
That's right. Well, the growing number of Republicans are calling on the administration to start treating Joe Biden as the president-elect and begin providing him with intelligence briefings so he can hit the ground running after the inauguration. But there is one obstacle.
Cyberblobs want the resources. Grays want the resources. Cybertrons are raised to Transformers.
Challenges his own advisors and even
Transformers is underneath pole and say if you go to the manhole, it's
In hiding for much of the week since he last addressed the public, President Trump is finding out a lame duck cannot be stubborn for very long, as some in the Republican Party are making way for Joe Biden. A growing number of GOP senators are calling on the administration to begin providing intelligence briefings to Biden, a standard practice during a peaceful transfer of power.
There is no loss from him getting the briefings and to be able to do that. And if that's not occurring by Friday, I will step in as well.
Holy shit, I think he already has the briefings.
So that regardless of the outcome of the
He already
election,
has the
whichever way
briefings
that it
from
goes,
leaks of the
people
Congress.
can be ready for that actual task.
Another influential figure in the party, GOP strategist Karl Rove, is urging Mr. Trump to make a graceful exit as soon as his long-shot election challenges are finished. Writing in the Wall Street Journal, once his days in court are over, the president should do his part to unite the country by leading a peaceful transition and letting grievances go. Ohio's Republican Governor Mike DeWine is echoing that.
I think that we need to consider the former vice president as the president-elect. Joe Biden is the president-elect.
Other Trump allies aren't dealing with reality.
He's not president right now. Don't know if he'll be president January 20th, but whoever is, we'll get the information.
When White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany was asked about Biden receiving intelligence briefings, she punted the question to, get this, the White House.
I haven't spoken to the president about that. That would be a question more for the White House, but I will say that all laws are being followed with regard to an expected transition, though we expect to continue on as the Trump administration.
Democrats say they've had enough.
These Republicans are all auditioning for profiles in cowardice.
Sources tell CNN the president is not expected to acknowledge the election results until he's exhausted his legal options later this month. Some of Mr. Trump's friends say that's the time to call it quits.
Time coming soon to say goodbye with
I don't even know why I fucking moved out of here. I mean,
I know it's hard to hear.
Moved out of here. I got shafted to move out of here, and all of a sudden now
president and his
Getting
advisors
followed
made
by like
mention of
fucking
crafting an announcement that Mr. Trump is eyeing the 2024 race. One source close to the president telling CNN it's something he is reviewing. Until then, sources say the president still wants to settle scores and may fire more top officials in the coming days, including CIA Director Gina Haspel, Cybersecurity official Chris Krebs, and FBI Director Christopher Wray. Other Homeland Security officials are already being forced out. Mr. Trump is also lashing out at Fox News, tweeting, "Very sad to watch this happen, but they forgot what made them successful, what got them there. They forgot the golden goose." The president doesn't appear to be spending much time dealing with the coronavirus, as more of his close associates are contracting COVID-19, including advisor Corey Lewandowski, one of several aides and allies to catch the virus since last week's election party.
I don't know how serious is cancer. Dollars sit up here and say, man, what is this all about?
November 4th, you won't be hearing as much about this. It's going to be, right now, it's COVID.
As for the potential for President to fire CIA Director Gina Haspel, I am told by a close advisor she has been on thin ice, quote, thin ice with Mr. Trump for months and could be in jeopardy as this lame duck session grinds on. Sources also tell CNN while the president is likely to wait until later this month to acknowledge the election results, Mr. Trump could bail on those challenges sooner, as he is telling aides and advisors he does not believe these efforts in court are going to pay off in the end. Advisors to the president positioning himself
Hey, you know what? Why don't you just tell the truth? Oh,
for
expose the truth then.
years to come.
Some conspiracy theory could expose the truth. Just have Democrat, Republican threats and stuff like that. Already to load up. Yeah, not even doing this shit anyway.
The president-elect of the United States
Anyway,
doing the show, he's moving
have people
forward
thinking about
right now quickly
things
with
and
the
stuff like
transition.
that.
Joe Biden
Oh, man, you know, I followed it for like 3 days. Oh, it is just straight bull crap, the same crap you said we call it campaigning. Stretching 43-year-old ass is fucking ready to fucking get fucking jumped every day of their, every minute of your life. Like, dude, I don't need to fucking follow you to let fucking hear that crap.
Continued his phone calls for the world leaders, including a phone call today
Let's talk about
with
this
Pope
shit.
Francis. The two men, according to a readout,
Going to like DSW, going to DSW.
as well as the need to help immigrants and refugees. Those are issues
DSW.
that Pope Francis
Now,
has
this
spoken
pizza
often
isn't for
about.
you, it's for
And
fake
this is
actors.
not just an official call for Joe Biden, but it's also a
Cheese
personal
balls,
one.
old
Biden
school.
will become only the second Catholic to become president. He is a very devout Catholic. You've heard him reference
Right,
Pope Francis before
coming
out
from you.
on the campaign trail. So this was certainly a meaningful
Can I get
call
like something
towards the
from,
president
you know what I mean?
Now,
Like
Biden
something
has been
elite
holding,
racist, some
several
remark
phone
like when
calls
you
with world
don't know how to
leaders, but all
drive.
of that is being done
Like, damn, you don't know how to
without the
drive,
help
you
of
really
the
show
State
you don't know how to
Department,
drive.
as the Trump administration still has not ascertained that Biden has won
Can you
the
ascertain
election. In
this?
fact, there are
Can you
messages that are
itinerary
stacking up from
ascertain
world
it?
leaders
You
over at the
ascertain
State
and ask?
Department that Biden is unable
And
to
chain it
access
somewhere else?
in this moment. But Biden is insisting that his transition planning can still move forward. Now, Biden arrived a little while ago here in the beach town of
Eyelids
Rehoboth,
downstairs
Delaware,
all
where
pink
he
from like,
and his
damn, I
wife
can't
Jill
believe how
Biden
cold
have
it
a
is.
home.
I'm
They
treated
will be
this
spending
way.
some time here, but he is still meeting with his transition advisors
Hell.
as they are planning the path forward.
There's lights on in the day. What's the point of that?
Coronavirus pandemic is a top
Everything.
priority.
Oh, well, you'll be serving a hot beer while we'll be having hot fries on our way to Tahoe, so.
Well, that's been kind of Biden's message throughout the entire week.
Forget
That the
about it.
coronavirus pandemic will be
Let's
his
wash
top
our
priority. We've
runs.
learned that he actually spoke with congressional leaders today. He had a phone call
Follow
with
drip,
House
follow
Speaker Nancy
drip,
Pelosi as
follow
well
drip.
as Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. And one of the things they talked about was the coronavirus and also the possibility
What's that? That's you, 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 that's you.
So that is something
That's all
Biden
people
could get
talk
involved with
nowadays.
going forward. Now, Biden has also had to distance himself
That's
from
you,
some
that's you,
comments
that's you,
made
that's
by
you,
a
that's you,
member
that's
of
you,
his
that's you,
coronavirus
that's you,
advisory
that's you,
board
that's you,
that
that's
Biden
you, that's
still
you.
is pushing ahead when it comes to
And
the
then
coronavirus.
how do you segue into like Quan? You don't segue into Quan, you just like that's you, and then to oblivion, like into like strenuous like ligament tear. Yeah, I'm leaving now. Exit wounds. That's you. And then your eyeballs start to shred apart.
Right away. Let's thank you very much.
That's basically what happened. That's basically what you do.
Advisor to
That's basically what you do.
Speak to her fairly soon. But in the meantime,
Like,
we're bringing our chief
hey,
reporter,
hey,
Garcia,
hey, how you doing, little girl?
His new book
boy.
is called My Vanishing Country.
But you
And
know
I'll
what,
let
you
us
know
still
what?
stay with us
Anyway,
as well.
why don't
So
you just
Gordon,
go
we're
up?
learning the president is feeling, in a
Just
word,
don't like
dejected
look like a
over
blended
his election loss as he
Magellan
takes
or
out his anger in the form of a dozen tweets alone. He was retweeting all these strange tweets about Fox News at a time of a coronavirus pandemic, as if he's got nothing better to do. More than 1,800 Americans died just yesterday from the coronavirus. So what does this say about the president's priorities as our country is
It says that you rigged the election to have him voted for it, and now the Americans, the American public, and the American media that sway the people to vote for him are not holding themselves accountable for the 4 years that you had him in office, and now that you, again, are basically saying it's not your own fault when in fact you put him in office in the first place. So you're not owning up to what you say that you don't do. You just kind of like write it off as like it's his fault, it's their fault, it's their fault, it's his fault, and you don't own up to it. So I mean, what difference does it make? What difference does it make, really? You know what I mean? If he concedes or not, why don't you just give the country over, sell it back to you know, whoever, like world history says, and then like, you know, do that, and then like, you know, and then just kind of like just shop at Toys R Us or something. I don't know. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, or like, you know, or wipe down toys that have like cooties on it because. Or whatever, right? You know what I mean? So what difference does it make? I mean, because all it is, you sit up here, you just sit up here, you have all these fucking weird people, weird looking fucking weird, melting pot of a state, there's basically, I don't know, crap. Break, man. You know what I mean? Everybody's your enemy, whether it be Biden's side, whether it be the fucking Trump side, whether they look at you and say a roll call. Hey, throw up your 6, throw up your number of the beast, throw up your fucking skinny lady fingers, throw up your fucking KTMs, throw up your fucking, what do you call it? I'm not from here, but I'm from here, but I'm not from here, but I'm from here. Because that's how you talk. You know what I mean? Throw up your Xbox that you sell to people but say you can't play. Throw up your tariffs you put on things that say you can't do this, you can't do this. You put tariffs on any fucking thing to make people stand around and spin around in place, pouring champagne over their head, smoking weed. That's what kind of tariffs you put on people.
The individuals in the White House